Here's everything you need to know to make your home buying easier. Buying your first home can be daunting, with countless steps, tasks, and requirements to navigate, not to mention the fear of making a costly mistake. However, first-time homebuyers benefit from the specific advantages designed to ease their entry into the real estate market. Buying your first home is very exciting and important. It might be the biggest purchase you ever make. Although the housing market isn't as crazy as it used to be a year or two ago, there's still a lot of competitions for the best houses. Also, interest rates are higher now, which can affect how much you can afford to buy. Even if you feel like you should buy a home quickly before things get worse, it's important to slow down and make smart choices. If you're wondering where to begin, don't worry. I've got you covered. While age has traditionally played a role in the decision to rent or buy, it's not the sole factor. Both renting and owning have their pros and cons, requiring careful consideration beyond just how old you are. First, one of the biggest decisions many of us will face, renting versus buying a home. Let's break down the pros and cons of each option to help you make an informed choice. Renting offers an advantage of flexibility with no long-term commitment, potentially allowing month-to-month arrangement or short-term leases compared to the longer commitment of buying a home, making a better choice for those anticipating job-related move or uncertain about the long-term plans. Additionally, renting often entails smaller financial obligation, as it typically involves lower monthly payment and eliminates the need for expenses such as property tax, homeowner insurance, and maintenance costs. The cons of renting an apartment. Lack of stability in renting can be a significant concern. While a lease provides assurance of residency for its duration, landlords retain the right to decline renewal regardless of your tenancy record. Even as a month-to-month tenant, you may receive just a month's notice to vacate, leading to costly and inconvenience move. While rising costs pose another challenge in renting. Landlords have the authority to increase rent at lease renewal or monthly for month-to-month tenants. If the new rent becomes unaffordable, tenants are left with the dilemma of either finding a way to cover the increase or relocating. In contrast, homeowners with fixed mortgages enjoy stable monthly payments. The pros of owning a home. Buying a home provides a sense of stability, freeing you from concerns about adhering to a landlord's timeline or facing rent hikes, especially with a fixed-rate mortgage. Home ownership is beneficial for families as it fosters connection with other homeowners in the neighborhood, potentially providing friends for your children. Owning a home offers peace of mind regarding school district stability, allowing your children to remain in the same district for an extended period or even permanently, unlike the uncertainty associated with rental arrangements. The cons of homeownership. Purchasing a home ties up a significant portion of your funds, which could otherwise be allocated elsewhere. Savvy individuals may not view rent as wasteful spending, recognizing the potential to invest the saved funds in alternative avenues like stocks and bonds. In terms of maintenance, maintaining a house is like caring for a car, requiring regular upkeep to ensure it remains in optimal condition. This involves learning seasonal or annual maintenance tasks and replacing aging components like water heaters, HVAC system, and roofs. Such repairs and maintenance demand both time and financial investments from homeowners, typically averaging about 1 to 3% of the home's price annually. Ultimately, it's up to you to determine which housing option suits you best based on your unique circumstances and preferences. However, if you need guidance or advice, you can always reach out for a free consultation. If you're wondering, here's a quick guide with 5 tips for people buying their first home. I know, 5 tips might not seem like a lot, so make sure you check back every Thursday for more advice. Buying a home is a huge step and you want to get it right. Try using these tips to make sure your first home is a blessing, not a burden. First, pay off all debt and build an emergency fund. The key advice for first-time homebuyers is to prioritize paying off all debts and establishing an emergency fund. Despite the excitement of homeownership, it's crucial to address existing debts and save for unexpected expenses. This preparation ensures financial stability and flexibility, allowing individuals to handle the responsibilities and costs associated with homeownership effectively. Before you even think about buying your first home, keep renting so you can get debt-free and save an emergency fund of 3 up to 6 months of expenses. Then your money won't be tied up in monthly payments and you'll have cash to cover unexpected costs. Use the 25% rule to figure out how much house you can afford. Before beginning your search for a home, it's essential to calculate the affordability of the property. Your monthly housing expenses, which encompass principal, interest, property taxes, home insurance, property mortgage insurance, and homeowners association fees, should ideally not exceed 25% of your monthly take-home pay. For example, if you earn $6,600 a month, you shouldn't spend more than $1,650 on your monthly house payment. To illustrate, consider obtaining a 15-year fixed rate mortgage at a 6% interest rate. Assuming property taxes at 1.1%, HOA dues of $100, homeowners insurance totaling about $1,500 annually, and PMI set at about 0.5% for down payments below 20%. Anyways, I know some great loan officers who can help you figure out how much you can afford for a house. Save a down payment. Opting for an all-cash offer remains the ideal down payment scenario, with approximately 1 in 4 buyers utilizing this method for their home purchases. However, if an all-cash offer isn't feasible for your first house, targeting a 20% down payment is advisable. This ensures that your lender won't require you to pay for private mortgage insurance, which only serves to protect the lender, not you, in the event of missed payments. Thus, it's wise to steer clear of this unnecessary expense. Once you've determined your house budget following the 25% rule, it becomes imperative to focus on saving for your down payment. The more you save, the greater the purchasing power for your prospective home. Get pre-approved for a loan before house hunting. Getting pre-approved for a loan rather than just pre-qualified is really beneficial. Pre-approval means the lender checked your finances and gives you a letter stating how much they'll lend you. This letter proves to sellers that you're a serious buyer, and it can help you stand out in a competitive market. However, be aware that lenders might approve you for a larger loan than you're comfortably spending. Remember, you don't have to borrow the full amount or look at homes that are too pricey. It's important to stick to your budget and aim to spend less than what you can afford. And the 5th and final tip, find a trustworthy real estate agent. One of the most important things you need to buy a house for the first time is a good real estate agent who will help you find the right home and navigate the buying process. Of course, no home buying journey is complete without a good real estate agent. A good agent can help you find the right property and negotiate a fair price. They can also provide valuable advice and guidance throughout the home buying process. In our upcoming episodes, we're excited to talk about the various types of first-time homebuyer programs, loans, and grants available to help navigate the home buying journey. While I can provide insights, I'm thrilled to announce that we'll soon have our first ever guest on the podcast, who is an expert in the field and can offer more valuable information and guidance on these topics. Now, how to prepare for home ownership while renting. After carefully considering the advantages and disadvantages, If you conclude that homeownership aligns better with your lifestyle and objective, it's time to ready yourself for the home buying journey. Unless you possess sufficient funds to purchase a house outright, in which case, congratulations are in order. However, for the majority of us who requires a mortgage, obtaining one entails more than simply approaching a financial institution. Here's a rundown of what you should do. Before applying for a mortgage, it is crucial to focus on building credit, as a higher credit score opens up more mortgage options and influences the interest rate you'll receive. Demonstrating a steady income over the past 2 years is essential for lenders to assess your ability to afford mortgage payments. Saving money, particularly for a down payment, is key to qualifying for a favorable loan terms, such as a conventional loan without private mortgage insurance, PMI, auto. Smaller down payment are also possible, such as with an FHA loan. Lastly, consider the location of your prospective home carefully, factoring in long-term goals, school district, crime statistics, commute times, and neighborhood ambience both during the day and at night to ensure it aligns with your lifestyle and preferences. So, when you're contemplating the transition to homeownership, it's essential to seek guidance and support from a trusted real estate agent who can provide valuable insights and assistance throughout the process. Whether you already have a top-notch agent in mind or need recommendations, don't hesitate to reach out to the best agent you know or consider messaging us for assistance. Our team is here to help you navigate the journey to homeownership with expertise and personalized attention, ensuring a smooth and successful transition to owning your dream home. This comprehensive overview is designed to guide you in addressing any knowledge gaps you may have regarding the home buying process. Keep in mind that the more informed you are beforehand, the smoother and less stressful the experience will be, increasing the chances of securing the ideal home at a price within your budget. Thanks for tuning in. Discover more about Las Vegas and Henderson with our free relocation guide. For additional details or a free consultation, visit my website or social media. Find all the links in this podcast description. Also, I love hearing from our listeners. If you have any questions, comments, topic suggestions, or real estate stories to share, please reach out to us. You can follow me on my social media pages. Just search for Long's Real Estate, local realtor in Las Vegas and Henderson, Nevada. I will also save the links in the description of this video. Until then, remember, in Las Vegas and Henderson, the odds are always in your favor when you have the right real estate agent by your side. Thanks for joining us today. See you next week.